Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Saeed Vikas Shah. Today we are going to discuss about the area of sector of a circle, and this exercise is from 10B is from D3 book of O level. In question number, we'll start from question number 2. In question 2 we have to find the perimeter and the area of the minor sector. So this is minor sector of the circle, so we have to find the area and perimeter, right? So to solve these for perimeter and area, we need two formula of perimeter and area. So solving first the perimeter and the to find perimeter, we have to find this arc. Like this is the length of arc from here to here, okay, and this is radius and this one is also radius. So I draw this sector over here, so we need this L, which is arc, okay, and length of arc is equal to angle divided by 360 multiplied by perimeter of circle, which is 2 pi r, okay. So this is the formula we will be using in the whole exercises for length of arc, okay. So just put value over here. We have angle 30 divided by 360 into 2, and pi is we can write over here 22 by 7, because this r, which is equal to 7, can be cancelled with this one. So we have to look at the value of r. So if the value of r is such that it can be cancelled with 7, then we would prefer to write 22 by 7. Otherwise, the other value of pi is 3.14, which is in decimal form, and this one is fraction form. Both are equivalent to each other. So we can cancel this 7 with 7, and this 0 with 0, and 3 with 12, right? So we got 1 by 12, and this is 44, sorry, 44. Okay, so both can be cancelled by 4, so it's 3, and this one is 11, so it's 11 by 3. So length of arc is 11 by 3. Now the perimeter of this sector is equal to this radius plus this radius plus this length of arc. So it's r plus L. R is 7 plus 7, and this one is 11 by 3. Okay, and you can even shift this into decimal. So it will be say 14 plus, it will be 3.67. 17.67 is the perimeter. Okay, now we have to find the area of this sector. For area of sector, we have formula angle divided by 360 into area of circle. Area of circle is pi r square. Okay, just put value over here, 30 by 360 into 22 by 7 into 7 square. Okay, so this 30 can be cancelled with this one, and we can get 12. Okay, so 1 by 12, 22 by 7, and it's 7 and 7, right? This 7 can be cancelled with this 7. Okay, and this 11, and this one is 6, right? So it's 77 divided by 6. So it will be 12.5, so 50, 12.8 and 3. Okay, here the unit is centimeter, and this one is 12.83 square centimeter. Since this is area, so for area we have to use square of a unit, which is centimeter square. So that is area of the sector. Okay, so we found both the things, perimeter and area, using these two information, radius, which is 7, and angle, which is 30. Okay, so the next question, we are choosing basically the difficult question. So I skip the easy question, right? So in question number 4, the given information is area of circle. The whole circle area is this one, 3850 square centimeter, and area of sector, we have to find this area of sector, and length of arc PSQ. This length of arc, we have to find this length of arc as well, and the angle given is 36. So this angle is 36. Okay, so first we have to find the radius of the circle, and for that we will use this information, area, right? So using the formula of area of a circle, we can easily find radius of circle. Okay, so area of circle is pi r square, and this area which is given, it's 3850 is equal to pi is 3.14 or 22 by 7. Okay, and r square. So we will divide 3850 by 3.14. So r square is equal to 3850 divided by 3.14, and then we will take square root of both sides. Okay, so the result will be, okay, so radius of the circle is 35. Okay, so using this radius of circle and this angle, we can find area of sector. So area of sector is equal to angle divided by 360 into pi r square, which is again area. Okay, so angle is 35 by 360, and radius is 35, and here we can use 22 by 7 because that 7 can be cancelled with 35, right? 35 square. So sorry, this angle is 36, and you can cancel this 36 with this one, so you will get 1 by 10, right? This 36 and 360 will give you 1 by 10, and then 22 by 7 into 35 into 35. This cancel with this and we will get 5, and this 5 can be cancelled with this to get 2. So it will be 22 multiply 35 divided by 2, right? And cancel this with this one, so 11 times 35 is 55, 5 and 38. So 385 is area of sector. So area of sector, area of this small sector which has 36 angle and which radius is 35 is equal to 385 square centimeter. If the unit is centimeter, then it's square centimeter. Okay, so now we have to find this length of arc. Length of arc is, the formula of length of arc is equal to angle divided by 360 into circumference of circle, which is 2 pi r. Okay, so this is 36 divided by 360 into 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 35. Okay, so this and this will give you 1 by 10, and this 7, this will give you 5. So 22 multiply 2 into 5. So I wrote that 2, 22 and 5. This 5 can cancel with this one to give you 2. This 2 and 2 cancel. So it's 22. Length of arc is 22 centimeter, right? So it's arc length. Okay, so if there is still any question, you can ask me in comment or in our class. Okay, so let's move to next question. Okay, in question number 7, we have been given an arc of a circle. This arc has two portions. One area of sector is with the small r. So this small r is basically from here to here, right? So it's a small sector, and the big sector is with radius capital R, right? And we have to find this shaded region. For this, we have to find this area of the smaller sector, and then we will have to find the area of the bigger sector, and then we will subtract the smaller sector area from the bigger sector area. Okay, that's how we will do it. So area of the small sector, area of small sector is equal to, same formula, angle divided by 360 into pi r square. Okay, so angle is 45 divided by 360 multiplied by pi is pi depends on r. So r, there is no factor of 7 in r, so we will write 3.14, and r is 10. If this r could have been divided by 7, so we would have written 22 by 7. Since it does not have any factor of 7, so that's why I wrote 3.14. But it's not necessary, you can use calculator anyway. Okay, so it will be 45 ones are 45, 2, so 8s are, right? If you divide 360 by 45, you will get 8. Okay, so it will be this is r square. Okay, so it will be 100. So 3.14 multiply 100 divided by 8, and that will be equal to 314 divided by 8. 314. When you multiply 100 with 3.14, you will get 314 and divided by 8. 314 divided by 8 is equal to 39.25. So the smaller circle area is, smaller sector area is 39.25 square centimeter. Similarly, we have to find the area of this big sector. Then we will subtract this portion from the whole portion, so we will be left with this shaded region. So now area of big sector, which is equal to, again using the same formula, angle divided by 360 into area of circle, which is pi r square. Okay, so angle is it's same, 45 divided by 360 into, but here we have to use the capital R, since we are finding the area of the bigger sector, which radius is represented by capital R and which is equal to 20. So that's why in this case we have to use the radius of the bigger sector. Okay, so it's 3.14 into this r is 20, so it's 20 square. Okay, so it will be 8 over here as usual, and 3.14 into 400. Square of 20 is 400, right? So it will be 3.14 multiply 400 divided by 8. It's 157, right? Square centimeter. So now area of the shaded region, area of shaded region is equal to area of the big sector minus area of small sector, right? So just put value over here. So big sector area is 157 and the small sector area is 39.25, right? So it will be, so 117.75. that is the area of the big sector, area of the shaded region, 117.75, right? If you have any question, you can ask me. In question number 8, we have been given a circle and a sector of circle which is shaded. So that shaded region, its area is 385 square centimeter. And one more information is given which says that this area is equal to 5 by 18 portion of the whole area of the circle, right? If you compare this area with the whole area of the circle, it will be equal, this area will be equal to 5 by 18 multiply the area of a circle, right? So we will just put area of sector, which is 385. So 385 and 5 by 18, and write the formula of area of circle, which is pi r square. So we can easily find radius from here. If we find radius from here, then we can find the remaining thing which we have been asked, right? So just shift these on the other side, it will be 385, and this 5 by 8 will become 8 by 5 when we shift this on the other side, right? And this pi, which is equal to 3.14, will be equal to 1 over 3.14, okay, is equal to r square. So just you can use calculator to find this. Okay, so 385 multiply 8 divided by 5 and again divided by 3.14, which is equal to 196. So r square is equal to 196.18, right? And if we take square root on both sides, it will be 14 square, right? So r will be 14. Okay, so this, since this is length, so it cannot be negative. So we found r, which is 14, and now we have to find the angle, this angle POQ. Angle POQ has to be found, right? So for using the formula of, you can use area of shaded region to find the this angle, okay? So area of sector or shaded region is equal to angle divided by 360 into pi r square, okay? So area of sector is 385. Angle has to be found, so we are after this angle, which is unknown, right? So just write x instead of this angle, and pi is you can write pi as 22 by 7, because this 7 can be cancelled with the radius, which is 14, okay? So shift everything on the other side, or you can cancel 14 over here, okay? So this 360 will become 380 multiply 360, okay? And angle, and this 22 by 7 into 14 into 14, because it's square, right? So it's 2, okay? So angle x is equal to 385 multiply 360, and shift these 22, 2 and 14 on this side, so it will be 22 multiply 2 multiply 14 in denominator, and just use calculator, you will find this angle in one step. So it will be 385 multiply 360, 385 multiply 360 divided by 22, again divided by 2 14s are 28, so it's 225. Okay, we made a mistake somewhere. Okay, so basically we made a mistake over here. I wrote 5 by 8 instead of 5 by 18. So I missed, I forgot to write 1 over here. So I calculated this with 5 by 8 instead of 5 by 18. So that's why it was not matching. So now after correction, 5 by 18, when I shift this on the other side, it will be 18 by 5, and this whole calculation will be equal to 441. And now taking square root on both sides, 441 is the square of 21. So 441 is equal to 21 square. You can cancel square with square roots of 21 centimeters. Since we have been asked to find diameter, so diameter is equal to 2 times radius, so it will be 42. Radius, when the radius is 21, diameter is equal to 42 centimeter. Okay, so now make correction over here as well. So it will be 21 square. Okay, or instead of 21 you can write 21 times 21, which will be equal to this 7 can cancel 21. Okay, so shift everything on the other side. So it will be 385 multiply 360 divided by, you can write 21 3s are 63 into 22 is equal to angle. So when you calculate everything, you will get the final result of the angle, which is 385 times 360 divided by 22 again divided by 63, so which is 100. So angle will be 100. So this angle is 100. Okay, so two things have to be found. One is the diameter of this one. So for diameter we have to find first the radius, and then using radius we can find the angle. So there would be another way to find the these two things, radius and angle, but I prefer this method. If you are comfortable with any other method, you can use that. Okay, thanks. Okay, in question number 11, we have been given two circles. The radius of the smaller circle is p, and the radius of the bigger circle is 4p, and we have to find this area of shaded region in terms of p. So the area, the answer will contain this p, like our answer will not have a number, but instead of number it will contain this p. Okay, so we have to find the shaded region using this information. So first we have to, what we have to do, we have to combine this first, right? And then we need to draw a parallel line to this one, and first combine this point x with the boundary of the circle, so which is again a radius, and that is equal to 4p. Okay, and now draw a parallel line. Okay, so this became a right angle triangle, and this is a rectangle, and if you combine these two, the whole diagram is a trapezium. Okay, so it looks like this. So this is p, and this one is this is 4p radius, and this is again a radius from here to here, so it's 4p, and this is p, so that became 5p, right? And this is the usual right angle triangle like this. Okay, so what we have to do over here, using this right angle triangle, which has and there is one more thing, this portion will be, since from here to here it's 4p and this is p, so this will become 3p. Okay, so this right angle triangle has 3p and this is 5p, right? So using this hypotenuse and this perpendicular, we can find this base, right? So using this right angle triangle, we have, this is 5p, this is 3p, and this we can easily find, and we can use the formula of hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So hypotenuse is 5p square and base is unknown, we have to find base, right? And perpendicular is 3p whole square. It will be 25p square, and this will be 9p square. Shift this on the other side, so minus 9p square, which is equal to base square. Okay, so we can have base square is equal to 25p square minus 9p square is equal to 16p square. And now take square root on both sides to get rid of this square. So base is equal to 4p, right? Because square root of 16 is 4 and p square will become p. Okay, so this base is 4p now. Okay, now we need this angle, right? Because if we can find this angle, we can find the area of this shaded region. Okay, for this angle, basically that angle we need, right? To find this angle, we can use any ratio, any trigonometric ratio. Okay, so if this is the angle, so and we would like to use sine or cos, it's up to the student. So from this triangle we have, this is theta, right? Sine theta is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. So sine theta, opposite of this angle is 4p and hypotenuse is 5p. Okay, so sine theta is equal to pp cancel 4 by 5, so which is equal to 0.8. So theta is equal to sine inverse 0.8, which will give us an angle. Okay, so sine inverse 0.8. It's 53. So this angle is 53, right? If this is 53, and then this will be 90 minus 53, which will be equal to which is equal to 37. Okay, so this angle is 53 and this will be 37. Like in this right angle triangle, this angle is 53, 5p, 3p and 4p, right? And this become 37 when we subtract, because sum of these two angle is 90, since this is a right angle triangle. Okay, so now we have to find the area of the trapezium. This diagram, or this diagram is trapezium, right? So area of trapezium, area of trapezium, which is like this, and it has, this is p, this is 4p, this is also 4p, and we don't need this in area of trapezium, and its formula is area of trapezium is 1 by 2 sum of parallel lines, sum of parallel lines multiply height. So 1 by 2, so these two lines are parallel, right? So it will be 4p plus p, and this is height, which is again 4p. So it will be 1 by 2, and you can cancel this 2 with this, so it will be 2p. So 5p multiply 2p, which is again 10p square. So this trapezium area is 10p square, right? Now if we take out this area of sector and this area of sector from the whole area of trapezium, we will be left with this shaded region. Okay, so we need this area of sector. So area of sector, area of big sector, area of big sector is equal to angle divided by 360 into pi r square. So angle is, this angle is 53 divided by 360 into 3.14 into multiply by r is radius of this circle, big circle, is 4p, right? So we need calculator to find this. So 53 multiply 3.14 multiply 4 divided by 360. So it's 1.85, 1.85p, right? Sorry, this is square. Okay, so again multiply by 4. .4 p square. Okay, now area of the small sector, angle divided by 360 into pi is 3.14, r is small p is p, right? So it will be p square, and angle is, small angle is 37. Sorry, this angle is 37 plus 90, so it's 127. This is 37, this is 90, so 127. So angle will be 127 over here. So it will be 127 multiply 3.14 divided by 360, 1.1. So 1.1 p square, right? So now we will subtract these two areas from this area of trapezium. So area of shaded region is area of trapezium, which is 10p square, minus area of the big sector, which is 7.4 p square, and area of minus area of small sector, which is 1.1 p square. So it will be 2.5, the remaining will be 2.5 p square. Okay, so that is our, sorry, it will be 1.5. When you add these two, it will be 8.5. So 10p square minus 8.5 p square is equal to 1.5 p square. So that's how we can find. It's a little lengthy question, but it's not difficult. You just have to use some tricks. You need to understand that when you join the center of circle everywhere on the boundary, you will get radius, right? So this is radius, this everything is radius when you combine the center with boundary of circle, right? So, and how many types of area we have used? We used area of trapezium, area of sector, and using trigonometric ratio to find the angle using these three sides, right? And then we combine this angle with this to find the complete angle of the sector, right? So these are the things, but you can watch this video, like, you know, with detail, and you can easily watch this again and again if you have any problem. Okay, So if still there is anything, you can ask me in comment. Thank you.